first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and today we're going to be cracking open the August Monster Bass Platinum box. I know there's been kind of a hiatus on the channel, but you guys know how life goes. But let's get this thing open. It is, like, you can't hardly hear stuff flop around in there. This thing is jam-packed. It's pretty heavy. So let's tear into it. Alright. The Dog Days of Summer. Helping us catch greatness. There's the different boxes. This is the one that we're opening today. I'm going to pick up the multi-species box just because it would be kind of cool. Plus it gives me more diversity of baits. There's our lives every Thursday. Pointers from the pros. Calling up summer giants. Soft plastic jerk baits. That's what we're getting on that one. Soft-bodied bluegill intimidators. So that's going to be rib soft plastics. Punching, of course, it's late summer. Bait Hack, MLF Monthly, Winning Baits. There's your astrological tables. This is the book that you get with every Monster Bass box, by the way. And guys that got their PB off stuff and out of the box. So let's get this thing cracked open here. First up, from the Z Bait Company, this is the Vital series, and this appears to be, what is this? Huh. It's almost like a tube, but it's not a tube. Oh, it's okay. So this is like, it's pure black, and it's like a leech, but it's got two little legs back here. This is like something that would be really great for like drop shot, maybe Ned rig, maybe like a super light Ned. You could Texas rig this if you had a small enough EWG, maybe like a 1/0. But yeah, no, it's super thin. Like, it's thin. It's a really nice finessey bait. It's just like a leech. I would definitely use this on drop shot or Neko. Either one of those. That's where I'd be at with this. And of course, with the Monster Bass bags of baits that we get, this isn't like a sample pack. There's like, I think there's 10 in here, so we get the full package. That's pretty sweet. From Castaic, we have the original Jerky J swim baits. These are 5-inch guys. We got a color on this. Rainbow, which actually kind of works out great for me because that's a lot of my baits. I'm trying to mimic our rainbow trout. So we have a nice root beer color on the back, kind of pinkish on the sides, down to like a baby pink pearl. Got it's a one-piece tail. I thought it was a two-legged kicker there for a second. But the detail on this thing's actually pretty good. It kind of looks a little bit more like a brook trout to me. It's got a nice channel here on the bottom for your hook. It's got a channel on top. Yeah, it does, so it stays truly weedless. So you can run it super low profile, super finessey. Nice little eyes painted on there. It's pretty sweet. And with this, once again, we got the whole entire package of these. So there's 8 of them in here. They don't really have a smell, but they got an oil to them. Alright, next up, Vicious. I've never been upset with anything I've got from Vicious. Don't have a color on this. That's the only downside, because we don't always have the color. But this is kind of like an Alabama craw color here. It's like a green pumpkin with just a tinge of orange in it. Got a nice flapping tail here, paddles on the front legs, and then flappers on the back legs. It's a neat little bait. This is definitely something great for Texas rig or for punching or even for a Carolina. I bet this thing has pretty legitimate action swimming with those front 2 kicking legs. I wonder if you're supposed to split these. Yeah, they kind of rip like that. So you can, in theory, I'm thinking, open these up like that. so you end up with even more appendages. So you open it up there, bam, open it up here, bam, and open it up right there. That's a lot of action. This is gonna be really good, actually. This might be a good Carolina bait to throw too. It would be monstrous on a jig, like a medium-sized jig, not quite finesse, but nothing like 1 ounce, like maybe a 3 ounce or a ½ ounce guy, and then just kind of like do big long pops on a jig with it. This is pretty great. Never seen something that looks quite like this, I don't think. But I like it. Doesn't really, it's kind of got that scent between like soft plastics and maybe like a little bit of garlic. Doesn't say anything about scent though. But these are gonna be really sweet. That's a color combination I really like, is when they mix just a little bit of that Alabama Craw orange and with the green pumpkin. I like that. That's one of my hog wallows that I got last year. That was a limited edition color from 6 Cents. Was that kind of way, and I just smashed them all summer long. I went on eBay, ended up having to buy like 2 or 3 more packs of those. It was just the right color. This is the new blade burner. This is all new for 24. It is MONSTERBASS's in-house spinnerbait. I was wanting to get one, but I was like, I bet I'm probably going to get it in my box, so I better wait, because I'd hate to order and then get the same color that I got in my box. Alright, let's get a good look at this guy here. Okay, so it's called Sexy Cracks. Weight is 3/8, I believe. Yep, 3/8 of an ounce. Got a nice skirt. Wire-tied skirt. Super nice. See the little wire tie in there. It's got a nice little, kind of like a spot remover, but with like a shad pattern kind of mixed in with it. Interesting skirt colors. Let's look at that hook retainer. Oh, it's got the nice wire. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that little wire right there. That wire is probably my favorite and least favorite bait holder. It holds the baits really well, but at the same time too, it also makes it kind of a pain to get baits on there, like elastic baits. They put a rubber band onto the hook point, so if you're fishing with it, the line can't slide around, or if you're using a swivel, which we're all guilty of, be honest with yourself, it can't get all around and get messed up. That secondary blade, that little Colorado's got a little bit of a blue-green flake to it. And then our primary large willow is hooked on there with a ball bearing swivel. And this thing actually has a pretty good finish on it. It's pretty close to a mirror. It's really good, actually. Other side, same way. For being concave, it's still very reflective. I really can't wait to get this on the water. It's nice premium hardware. I'm impressed with it. I like the color scheme a lot. Going to have to definitely try this out. Okay, let's go for hard bait. We already did a bunch of soft plastics in a row there. So this is a bucket mouth brand frog. Bucket getter frog. What's the color on this guy? Phantasmal Bone. So it's bone colored on the back. On the belly, it's got a little chartreuse diamond pattern here. A little bit of blue up here by the cheeks, and you got that black on the sides of the frog. Interestingly enough, it's got white and blue legs. I'm not going to knock it, because I haven't tried it. I've never had a frog, I don't think, with blue and with any blue in the legs, but we'll definitely try this out. It's a nice walking frog. Surprisingly very supple, very soft. This is one of those ones that you may not have to boil. I don't think I would boil this one. For those of you that don't know, A lot of like hollow body baits, you want to boil them to soften up the rubber so it's easier to get that hookup ratio or the hookups on it. No, this is not a bad frog at all. Nice stout hooks, like really stout. A little minute cup there. I wonder if that actually, how much work that actually does when you're walking it. You guys might not be able to really see that cup in the mouth. It's not a popping frog by any means. It's a walking frog, but it's still got a little bit of a dish there. Just a little bit of a mouth. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright. Thunderhawk Grenade 2 3/4 inch. Indestructible plastic. Grenade, wounded baitfish, free rig, jig trailer, Carolina rig, drop shot, Texas rig. Huh. Indestructible, huh? Let's pop one of these guys out here. Thunderhawk makes pretty good stuff, in my opinion. Like all their square bills and stuff, I've never really had a complaint with. It's kind of got like this ribbed action going on here. Sticking to itself a little bit there. It's probably from sitting in the mailbox, but it's. Oh, okay. Well, I ripped the little tickle tail off the end of that one, the little tail. So it's not quite indestructible, but this is interesting. I do like this. Does it give a name for this color? I mean, we know it's bone, but yeah, it's just bone. Huh. There's a little spot there in the back so you can post text or text pose the hook into the back of it and then just swim it around. But I mean, I broke this one, but I was pulling it out pretty good. You guys saw that. So that's actually pretty exciting. I'm going to have to try these out. I wonder why some of these, I don't think these are all supposed to be stuck together like they are. I think they're all supposed to be separate. That's probably because it sat in the mailbox and it was like 108 here last week when this got here. Not really melted together, but as much as it's just stuck together. Looks pretty cool though. I can't wait to try that out. Alright, moving on. So we got a hybrid finesse jig here, another one by Thunderhawk. I bet these go with this. Because it's also bone. Only makes sense, right? Grunt 3/8 ounce, bone. Come on. Oh, that is a nice little jig. Oh, a little swim jig. It's almost kind of a stand-up jig, too. Nice long skirt, finessey little hook. Let's rig this thing on here. See what it does. As to be expected, because if it's a regular shape, this is not the easiest thing in the world to rig up on here. Especially with that weed guard right there in the way. And I would imagine a lot like a Aztec, this is going to be an unhappy bait if it's straight. And I can tell you guys right now, I did not get that straight on there. Not as straight as I would like. Okay. So you're going to end up with something like that. That's a nice chunk. If I went to rip off that little tail, I bet this would be a lot better. So you'd end up with something more like that, which is pretty impressive. Nice little hook. I'm not too sure how I feel about the bait, because this is kind of a huge pain to rig up on here. And this does have a nice wire keeper on it. That's neat. They have a little tuft of, I don't even know what I call that, what color I want to call that. I'm drawing a blank on that right now. That's pretty nice. I do like this jig a lot. This trailer, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I'll have to get it in the water and really test it out. That's cool. I like that a lot. I don't know if you guys have figured it out yet, but I like swim jigs. I like reaction baits. Alright, and we got some hooks. And we'll dig into the rest of that stuff. So these are Katana Wacky Worm hooks. These are size 1. Katana hooks are really good. They really are. I'm not even slightly annoyed or upset because there's, what, 10 in here? Yeah, there's 10 in here. Let's get one of these out here real quick. Katana hooks are great. Ooh, if I can get it out, I really don't want to stick myself. There we go, we'll just rip it out. So a nice wacky hook right there for you. So when you rig this up in your line, you're going to tie it straight down, tie your wacky loop so the hook stays like this with your weight straight down. Well, that's a drop shot, but it's been one of those days. You're going to have it just like this in the water, and you're going to, I mean, you could put this on there. Let's just look at this thing here for a second. Just grab one of these out here. Because I'm guessing this is what they intended for us to do with it. So if you wacky this, traditionally, you're going to stick this in the middle, kind of like that. That hook's kind of big to do that. Yeah, this size 1 hook I think is too big for this little bait. But you could also always throw one of these on there and just make a drop shot out of it, which is realistically what I would use these for, because I drop shot way more than I wacky rig. It's not quite the perfect hook for it. It's a little bit big for anything I would throw. But I'm not huge on wacky, but I'm not upset about these hooks because these are fantastic hooks. Plus, there's 101 uses for these. Alright, let's check out what else we got in here. Okay. Tackle Direct, 10% off my first purchase. That's pretty legit. We got our Monster Bass sticker this month. Kind of a Northwesty vibe to that. Got my golden ticket for the drawing. And then I have unlimited access to Fishing Angler. I got one of these last month and I actually haven't activated it yet. I haven't really had time. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check this out. But that's the box for this month, and you know, I'm pretty excited about this. This is actually really jam-packed with things. There's nothing in here I don't like. The only thing that I kind of wish that we would have got is maybe like some big tungstens for punching to go with these sweet vicious creature baits. But I mean, if that's all I have to complain about, I'm not upset. And really, to be honest, I'd rather have the swim jig set up with that grenade than having punching stuff, because I don't really punch in my area. And when you sign up for the Monster Bass boxes, you list what area of the country you live in. So that's how they kind of base a lot of what they send you off of, like colors, all that stuff. So, like if you notice, my stuff doesn't really ever have shad profile because we don't really have shad. Obviously, I didn't get any big punching stuff because we don't get mats like that up here. But no, I'm super happy with this. This was a great box this month. I should be getting my 6 stack here pretty soon, and I'll be doing the unboxing on that. And I've got a couple other things I've been working on. It's just everything's been so chaotic. in the last like couple months, but you guys know how life is. You're living out there too. We're definitely deep into the dog days of summer, so when you go out, make sure you stay hydrated. Like, that's super important. Even if it doesn't feel that hot, just stay hydrated. Be safe out there on the water. There's still a lot of boaters out there just running around and stuff like that. But most importantly, guys, you gotta get out there so you can FAFO, fish around and find out. Take care, guys. I'll catch you later.